Hello students. In the previous video we have discussed about different phases of project life cycle, and in one they have given us 6 phases, in another category they have given 7, then they have given 12 phases. But all these phases which are categorized as 6 phases, 7 phases, 12 phases, these are arranged in 3 different phases, and these 3 different phases are the pre-investment phase, then the implementation phase, and operational phase. Means the phases, although they are split into number of categories, these are put into 3 different main categories such as pre-investment, implementation, and operational phase. Now in this video we will discuss first of that is a pre-investment phase. This is the first phase of the life cycle, and this is described as a preliminary evaluation of an idea. Now in this phase what is done? In this phase it is just identifying the investment opportunities. Means in which project there is or the project what is planned, is there any better investment opportunity that is identified here. Then preliminary project assessments are done or analysis is done, whether this is feasible or not, means can we do this, and even the decision makings. These steps are carried out in this pre-investment phase. Now we have to ask a question, or if you say what is a project and from where the project ideas will come. If you discuss about that, or what is the project or why it is needed, and how these project ideas are originating. This can be from the following problems. First one is a potential and a need of a people of an area. For example, you say nowadays we are getting a JCB, correct? So JCB, how it is invented? Because there was a need of a such design or such machine to reduce the manpower. That was a need of the people. Because of the JCB or even any of the agriculture instruments, even you take a washing machine, that was a need of a people. Like that, the need of the people originates the idea of the projects. And also the planning is done with a priority. So if I say what is a priority, it may be a government demand, or it may be a supply projection of various goods and services. Then the project idea may originate from the pattern of imports and exports over the period of time. Some imports or exports are done for over a period of time. So this can be planned to manufacture or design in our own area. That is from where the project idea can originate. Some natural resources are available which have the better potential of manufacturing activities. That can give an idea or that can originate the project. So these are some of the factors which are responsible for originating the project. Now let us discuss about some of the aspects that must be carefully designed for implementation of the project. So we will see one by one. Project infrastructure and enabling services. Before starting the project, things needs to be observed carefully, whether the required infrastructure and the services required for the projects are available or not. Next, system design and basic engineering package. Can we implement the system design, or the system design needs to be planned properly, and whether we have a basic engineering packages. Next comes the organization and manpower. Is there any organization which can conduct this project, and whether we are having a manpower to fulfill the requirement or a goal or objective of the project, that also needs to be seen. Then schedules and budgets. First, the budget is very important. Whether we have an amount or a budget to do this project. See, our Prime Minister says there is a we need to have a bullet train. So to start that bullet train, there should be a budget. If you take a four-way roads, so there should be a budget. Without a budget, nothing can be done. And also, we need to properly schedule the things. Then, sorry, we also need licensing and government clearances. So whenever you start a project, you need a government clearance and licensing. Without that, we cannot achieve something. And a finance. Finance is nothing but a budget. So we should have a financial institution such as bank or financiers who support for our project. That is also one of the very important factor. And these factors needs to be carefully observed. Then system and procedure. Whether we have a system and a procedure to complete our project. Next, identification of the project manager. Yes, to do that project, there should be a project manager. We need to identify a right person, because in the beginning itself we have discussed that right person on the right time and right place is very important for any project. So that is one of the important factor. Next, design basics, general consideration for purchase and contracts. So these are the factors. About many of these things we have discussed in the previous things. So we should know how we can design the things, how we can have a purchases, or how we can assign a contractors, those things. Next, construction resources and materials. So we should have the resources. For example, if you want to have a iron, you need this one, that is a manganese you need. That material should be available. That resource means manufacturing resource should be available. So those are the factors which we have to consider. And once the all these project opportunities are conceived, we need to examine and we need to do the preliminary analysis of the project concerned with marketing. So marketing is also very important factor. Technical, financial and economical aspects of the projects. So this was regarding the pre-investment phase. And thank you for watching this.